Some time ago I made a video about how to drive safely in Thailand's traffic. Now that I have lived in Thailand for a year, I want to publish this video again, but with a foreword about how I now view the traffic rules in Thailand. So first, the most important traffic rules. 1. Drive on the left. But for a short distance, you can always drive against traffic. The consequence is, if you drive on the left side of the road, you always have to watch out for wrong-way drivers. 2. Don't collide. Whatever you do, don't collide is the most important traffic rule. 3. At an intersection, look at who has the largest vehicle. The largest car goes first. If the largest does not ride first, the boldest has priority. 4. Watch out for older women on motorcycles or selang. They always drive up the road without looking. 5. Drive carefully in the dark. There are many cyclists, motorcycles and cars driving around without lights in the countryside. You must have X-ray vision to see them. 6. Speaking of motorcycles, always be aware of motorcycle riders to the left and right of you and from the front and behind you. When turning, look in both directions to make sure no motorcycle is approaching, and also look next to you to see if a motorcyclist is about to overtake you while turning. This usually does not fit into practice, resulting in you hitting the motorcyclist. 7. Always watch out for cows, buffaloes and chickens crossing the street. They have priority. Always keep an eye on stray dogs that suddenly run into the road. They are a serious fall hazard for motorcyclists. Also be careful in the dark for dogs sleeping on the asphalt. 8. If you see a traffic light turn red, drive quickly. If the traffic light is already red, first see if you see the police. If not, keep going after watching for other traffic. 9. When overtaking on a 2-lane road, always open a 3rd lane in the middle. So also, get out of the way if someone is overtaking on the other side. On some roads you can even open a 4th lane yourself. 10. Using the turn signal is far too tiring in this tropical climate. So don't use the turn signal too much. If you indicate direction, do so at the last minute. Only then can other road users only guess which direction you intend to go. 11. You can drive a car and motorcycle as long as no parts fall off. 12. Understand that most Thai drivers are also not aware of the traffic rules, so always drive according to rule number 2. Don't collide. 13. And finally, don't honk. Always be polite in traffic.
About the traffic rules in Thailand and provide tips on driving safely in Thai traffic. Traffic here can be somewhat chaotic, and it's best to get used to it first by walking or using a slow vehicle before hopping on a motorcycle or getting in a car. In every country you have to get used to the road culture. Other drivers expect you to react in a certain way because they are used to their road culture. Often road culture conflicts with traffic rules. You need a driver's license for a motorcycle or a car, and there's a helmet requirement for motorcycles. You may still see many Thais riding without helmets, but you must make your own decision about whether or not to wear one. Your safety is your responsibility. Police checks are infrequent, and fines are low. To drive in Thailand you need to get an international driver license in your home country, and you must also carry your home country license always. The most important traffic rule is driving on the left in Thailand. However, don't be surprised if another road user approaches you from the wrong direction. Thais don't mind driving a short distance against traffic, and you're expected to be aware of this. So always look both ways before driving on the road or make a turn. Thais often double or triple park. Everyone wants to pass, so it often becomes crowded. But no one wants damage to the car, so that usually goes well. At intersections the rule is left first. In practice, this means that everyone looks at each other, and the boldest or largest vehicle usually goes first. Of course, you should stop at a red traffic light. The transition from orange to red happens very quickly. It's better to stop quickly before running a red light. Most traffic lights also have timers indicating how many seconds you have to wait. You're allowed to make a left turn at a red light. The most important traffic sign is the stop sign. There are also signs indicating the maximum speed, no overtaking zones, and whether or not U-turns are allowed. The maximum speed limit is not always clearly marked. As far as I know, it's 60 km per hour on provincial roads and 90 km per hour on highways. Toll roads around Bangkok have speed limit signs above the road. In urban areas, there are marked zones at intersections where you're not allowed to stop. A red and white painted curb means no parking. Of course, not everyone follows these rules. There are also speed bumps on many streets. They can be quite high and are not always well marked. Especially on roads with a median strip, you can only turn with a U-turn. This is very dangerous because you enter the fast lane, so always be cautious. On two-lane roads, slower traffic often moves on the left shoulder until they have enough speed. You can pass them and give them space. When you see a car overtaking partly in your lane, move to the shoulder. Sometimes, there's a magical third lane in the middle of the road to allow cars to pass. Road hazards are everywhere, so stay alert and don't get distracted by your phone or any other things you see on the road. Road rage and aggressive driving are very rare in Thailand. Don't engage in such behavior here. Maintain Thai patience in traffic. Also, refrain from honking your horn continuously, as it's considered rude here. Drunk driving is a serious problem, especially in the early evening. Watch out for motorcycles. They will overtake you on both sides and weave between cars. You need to have eyes everywhere. Stray dogs are often on the road, especially in the evening. And other animals like cats, snakes and even buffaloes in rural areas. Many motorcycle accidents are caused by stray dogs. In some countries, flashing your lights means you can go first. Not in Thailand. Here that means get out of the way. If you follow the rules, drive defensively rather than aggressively, consider other road users, and stay vigilant. Driving in Thailand should not be a problem.